what I want people to do is to take a couple hours a week, could be a weekday evening, but the equivalent of a couple hours a week, to do something that is not work, that is not caring for family members, and that is intrinsically enjoyable for you. So we are talking some sort of hobby, more or less, right?
Okay.
I sing in a choir. Other people might play musical instruments or, play pickleball or anything like that. You can choose whatever you want that is intrinsically enjoyable to you. But I would really like people to choose something that gets them out of the house at a certain time every week, and that involves a commitment to other people.
Okay. Why?
Because that makes your fun rise up the hierarchy in your schedule. So when I teach this rule to people, they're like, yes, I need more me time. I'm going to take more bubble baths. I'm like, okay, let's see how that plays out, right? Because, you decide I'm going to take a bubble bath even if you give it a specific time, you say, I'm going to take Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I'm going to have a bubble bath. What happens when work is running late on Wednesday night?
I'm doing work.
You're doing work. What happens when your kid wants you to drive them to the mall at 7 p.m. on Wednesday?
I'm driving them to the mall.
You're driving them to the mall. Things that can happen whenever tend to happen never, right? Your bathtub isn't going anywhere, so you can always push it forward. Whereas, if you decide that you're going to play in a string quartet, and they meet at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and you don't show up, they're a string trio. We have a problem here, right?
Yes.
So because of that, you will do a lot to make sure that you can be there at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. You have worked out with a colleague that when work is running late on Wednesday, you will have covered for your colleague on Tuesday, so he covers for you on Wednesday.
Yep.
Right? The kid who wants you to drive them to the mall knows not to ask at 7 p.m. on Wednesday because the answer is going to be no, right? Because it is a commitment to other people, you will do it. And that way you're building this active self-care into your life.
What will happen in your life if you start to do this rule where you take one night for yourself?
This will allow you to see that you are not just a person who works and has caregiving responsibilities. You are a person who does awesome things in the world. And this can totally transform people's lives. We've talked about it, how it doesn't take much time to make life feel entirely different.